How the hell are you meant to concentrate in your game? How are you meant to live your life with this sort of shit going down?
This is Tim, and he fails with the same girl twice. Even with better timing and better words, nothing works. The third time, he doesn't even try, and that's when everything changes.
Will you do my back?
Absolutely.
Very keen.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh god.
Oof, not a strong start. He's a little too keen, and we don't even need to get into the symbolism here. But this movie, aptly named About Time, has a twist. Tim comes from a long line of time travelers. He simply needs to go into a closet and then emerges in the past. This gives him the opportunity to replay his blunders.
Tim, will you do my back?
Sure. Just give us a sec.
Okay.
Much better. But does it work? Let's see if this ability makes a difference as Tim approaches Charlotte on her last night.
As it's your last night, can I ask you a question?
Oh, yeah. Ask away. Oh, no, wait. It's not going to be about love, is it?
Charlotte is already signaling that this is not a conversation she wants to have. Her posture looks like she's bracing for something. And with what she's saying, we can feel her indicating that she'd be disappointed if it was about love.
No, it was the love thing.
Oh, well, that's very sweet of you. It's just a shame you left it to last night.
This is Tim's first rejection. She frames it as timing, but what's missing is any sign she wants this to happen. When she says, "A shame you left it to the last night," it sounds soft, but it closes the door. Hidden in that explanation is the firm confirmation that this is not happening, and when this could have happened is already past. But Tim gets another shot. Time is something he has in abundance. He goes back to the halfway point to get around her last night timing objection.
But over the last month, I've fallen completely in love with you.
Okay, coming on a little strong, but the criteria of not waiting until the last night has been met. Let's see what she says.
Why don't we see how the summer goes, and then you ask me again on my last night?
Your last night?
Yes.
Rejection number 2. Tim looks confused, but we already know what's happening here. She does not want this to happen and is trying to let him down gently. There is a pretty obvious reason though, and we already saw it happen. Even if he corrected this moment, his default is to come off kinda desperate. That energy is palpable, and it's very difficult to hide. It shows up in your body language, even how you phrase things. For someone like Charlotte, she likely has a lot of experience with this. Bottom line, it's a fear-based motivation, and fear is not very attractive. It can signal a lack of self-esteem, creates an uncomfortable pressure, and suggests an imbalance in power or affection. Which is too bad, because it makes it hard to see what's underneath. It's only when these two run into each other much later that Charlotte gets to see the real Tim. A lot of time has passed. Tim has matured and is less focused on winning Charlotte's approval.
You know, I'm starting to think we slightly wasted that summer holiday. If we could travel back in time, maybe I wouldn't have said no.
Tim, of course, knows the truth. It was a missed opportunity, but it wasn't Charlotte's fault. It was his. Tim is now receiving signals that romance is possible. And look at him. It's like he doesn't even care. This is someone Charlotte is open to. Back then, she couldn't see past Tim's desperation. Now that she can see him clearly, Charlotte asks if Tim will walk her home.
It's a lot nicer inside.
I'm sure it is.
Ha! What a 180. This is effortless, and that's exactly why it's effective. Tim is different now. There's no pressure behind what he's saying, no sense that this needs to go anywhere. And that changes how everything lands. Earlier, every interaction had weight to it. Now it doesn't. He's just there, present, enjoying the moment, and that's what makes it work. He's not trying to force an outcome. But for those of us who can't time travel, where we don't get a second or a third shot, in your next conversation, notice the moment you start thinking about where it's going. Instead of adjusting what you say, drop the need for it to go anywhere. Get rid of the strategy and just be present. Just continue the interaction as if nothing needs to come from it. That shift is small, but visible, and it changes the entire dynamic. And it's usually the difference between something feeling forced and something feeling natural. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe so you don't miss breakdowns like this every week.